Right now, you're probably feeling it every time you swipe your card. The grocery bill that used to be manageable suddenly feels painful. Rent keeps creeping higher. Gas jumps when you least expect it. Utilities? Up again. And if you or someone in your family depends on Social Security, every single dollar matters more than ever. This isn't just about numbers. This is about your fridge, your prescriptions, your rent check, and your peace of mind. It's about waking up wondering if your monthly income will stretch far enough to make it to the end of the month without sacrificing something important. And then suddenly, a headline starts circulating. Good, $200 monthly right now for everyone on Social Security? Wait, what? Could this actually be real? Could $200 extra per month really land in your pocket? Could this finally be a little breathing room for your budget, your family, and your future? Or is this just another rumor, another clickbait promise that gets hopes up and delivers nothing? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear could directly impact your wallet. We're breaking down what's being discussed, what's realistic, what's not, and what you need to watch closely moving forward. Mini summary: money is tight. People are hurting. A potential $200 monthly boost sounds life-changing, but you deserve the full truth, not hype. And trust me, the most important part is coming later. Wait for it. Why Social Security feels smaller every month. Let's talk about the real problem first, because this is the foundation of everything. Your Social Security check isn't keeping up with real life anymore. Even when cost of living increases happen, they often lag behind what you're actually paying at the store, at the pharmacy, and at the pump. Inflation doesn't wait for government adjustments. Prices rise fast, benefits move slow. For many households, especially seniors, disabled Americans, and surviving family beneficiaries, Social Security is not extra money. It's the main income source, sometimes the only income source. That means when food goes up $80 a month, medication jumps $50, utilities climb another $40, suddenly your budget is upside down, and nothing else changed except the price tags. You didn't suddenly start spending wildly. You're just paying more for the same basic survival, and that creates anxiety, real stress, real sacrifices. People skip meals, delay doctor visits, cut back on heating or cooling, push bills to next month, borrow from family, drain savings that were supposed to last years. This isn't sustainable. That's why any headline promising additional monthly money immediately grabs attention, not because people are greedy, but because people are tired of falling behind while doing everything right. Mini summary: the problem isn't laziness or overspending. The problem is rising costs crushing fixed incomes. Which brings us to the big question: could $200 extra per month actually fix anything? What $200 a month really means for you? Let's slow this down and make it real. $200 per month equals $2,400 per year. That's not pocket change when you're living on a fixed income. That could mean a full month of groceries covered, several prescription refills paid without stress, utility bills stabilized during extreme weather, transportation costs handled without panic, less reliance on credit cards or payday loans. For many families, $200 could literally be the difference between stability and constant crisis. Emotionally, that money buys something even more valuable than groceries. It buys relief. Relief from constant budgeting panic. Relief from choosing between needs. Relief from that quiet fear that something unexpected will push everything over the edge. But here's the truth most headlines don't tell you. Even $200 doesn't fully solve the underlying problem. It helps, but it doesn't erase rising rent, healthcare inflation, or long-term cost pressures. So when you hear talk about possible monthly boosts, the real question becomes, is this temporary relief? Is this political talk? Is this actually funded? Or is this just internet speculation running wild? And now, here comes the suspense, because the real story behind this $200 conversation is more complicated than it sounds. Wait for it. Where this $200 idea is coming from. So let's unpack where this idea even started. Across financial discussions, policy conversations, and online speculation, there's been increasing talk about providing additional monthly relief for fixed-income Americans. Some proposals involve supplemental payments, targeted credits, or adjustments to benefits to better match real-world inflation. But here's the key point. Not every idea being discussed automatically becomes a law or a payment. Sometimes a proposal gets attention. Sometimes a pilot program is floated. Sometimes advocacy groups push concepts to lawmakers. Sometimes headlines exaggerate early-stage discussions. And the internet loves to turn discussion into confirmed. That's how rumors grow fast, especially when people desperately want the news to be true. You might see phrases like lawmakers considering extra support, advocates pushing for monthly relief, new benefit discussions emerging, possible supplement payments. And suddenly it becomes everyone is getting $200 per month right now. That jump is where confusion happens. Mini summary. The idea exists in conversations and proposals, but that doesn't automatically mean money is already approved or flowing, which means the next part matters more than anything. What's confirmed versus what's speculation? Let's be honest and responsible with your expectations. As of now, there is no universal, guaranteed nationwide $200 monthly payment automatically approved for every Social Security recipient without qualification. That doesn't mean nothing is happening. It means you should protect yourself from misinformation. Scammers thrive on fake benefit promises. Clickbait thrives on exaggerated claims. Hope gets exploited when times are tough. Any legitimate change to Social Security payments requires formal legislation funding approval, implementation timelines, official announcements, clear eligibility rules. If you don't see official confirmation from trusted sources, caution is smart, not pessimism. However, here's the part many people miss. Policy pressure is growing, public demand is rising, economic stress is forcing conversations that weren't happening before. That's why this story still matters. Because what starts as discussion can eventually become action, especially when enough people are affected and paying attention. Mini summary. No automatic $200 payment is confirmed yet, but momentum and pressure are building behind benefit relief conversations. And that leads us into the moment you've been waiting for. Why this could still move fast. Here's where things get interesting. Economic pressure doesn't stay quiet forever. When enough households struggle, policymakers start feeling urgency. Programs get revisited, funding conversations shift, emergency measures get discussed. History shows that financial relief can move quickly when pressure reaches a breaking point. You've seen it before. Emergency payments during crises. Temporary benefit boosts special credits rolled out quickly. Policy reversals when public demand grows. Once momentum builds, timelines can suddenly accelerate. And here's the powerful part. Every major benefit change started as just a discussion before becoming reality. That's why staying informed matters. That's why watching credible updates matters. That's why separating hype from reality matters. Because if something does get approved, timing will matter, eligibility will matter, and preparation will matter. Mini summary. Nothing is guaranteed, but pressure-driven policy changes can happen faster than people expect. Now let's talk about what you can actually do right now. What you should do today to protect yourself first. Protect your information. Never give personal details to anyone claiming guaranteed payments unless verified through official channels. No social security number, no banking info, no processing fees, no random links. Second, track your benefits carefully. Review statements, monitor deposits, know your normal payment schedule. Third, stay connected to reliable updates. Follow credible financial news, watch verified sources, avoid sensational clickbait promises. Fourth, budget strategically. If relief does come later, plan how it could stabilize your essentials rather than disappear instantly into non-necessities. And most importantly, don't let fear or false hope drive your decisions. Smart information is financial power. Mini summary, protect your data, verify sources, and stay informed so you're ready, not reactive. Now let's talk about what this means emotionally. The human side of financial relief. Money isn't just money when you're struggling. It's dignity. its independence, its security, its sleep at night without anxiety. For many seniors and families, even small financial breathing room can restore confidence and stability. It means fewer emergency decisions, less stress-driven conflict at home, more ability to focus on health and well-being. That's why these conversations spark hope, because people aren't asking for luxury, they're asking for stability. And that's a powerful signal for future policy. When millions of voices quietly share the same struggle, eventually the system has to listen. Mini summary: financial relief impacts mental health, stability, and dignity, not just numbers. Which brings us to the bigger picture: why this story isn't going away. This issue won't disappear. Costs continue rising. Fixed incomes remain limited. Healthcare expenses increase. Housing pressures remain intense. That means conversations about benefit support will continue and likely intensify. Whether it's $200, a different amount, or a different structure entirely, the core problem demands solutions, and you being informed makes you part of that awareness cycle. The more people understand what's real and what's hype, the healthier the public conversation becomes. Mini summary: rising costs guarantee this topic will stay relevant. Now, let's bring it home. What this could mean for your future. If additional support eventually becomes reality, it could reshape monthly planning for millions of families. Less panic budgeting, more stability, better health outcomes, lower debt reliance. That doesn't mean everything becomes perfect, but progress matters. And being prepared mentally and financially positions you to make smarter decisions if and when changes arrive. Mini summary: even small improvements compound into long-term stability. Now let's prepare for the final message. Staying ahead of the curve. Information is your advantage. When policies shift, those paying attention move faster, safer, and smarter. That's why following updates, staying educated, and avoiding misinformation directly protects your wallet and your future. Your financial awareness is a form of self-defense. Here's the truth: your financial future matters. Your stability matters. Your family's security matters. Whether $200 monthly becomes reality tomorrow, next year, or evolves into something different, staying informed gives you power instead of panic. Don't let rumors control your decisions. Let facts guide your future. If you want to stay ahead of important updates that directly impact your wallet, your benefits, and your financial security, subscribe. Stay connected. Stay informed. Turn on notifications so you never miss critical updates. Share this video with someone who depends on Social Security, because the next update could directly affect you.